to bow down when the trumpet blow. Whole world kneeling but we say no. Pressure in the furnace, he rising slow. Faith don't bend when the flames start to glow. King on the throne with a gold to demand. Fear in the crowd but we still gonna stand. 3 young men with a fire in the chest. Truth in the lungs and the test is the test. They said burn them tighter. Let the furnace roar even brighter. But the hotter it gets, the stronger the breath. Faith doesn't panic in the shadow of death. Fall for a kingdom fair. When the fire calls our name, we walk in the flame. Into the fire, but we don't burn. Faith gets louder when the world says turn. Flames get higher, but we stand firm. When God walks in, the fire won't burn. Smoke in the sky and the soldiers fall. He's so strong it can kill them all. But inside the furnace the chains come loose. When heaven moves there is nothing to lose. King looking down from the palace gate. Shock on his face when he counts to 8. Wait, was it 3 when they went inside? Why do I see 4 in the fight tonight? No panic, no cry. Just faith walking straight through the fire. And when they step out, not even the smell of the furnace will remains on the skin of the cell. Yeah, pressure, fire, try higher. Faith over fear, kingdom, empire. To the truth, what that to the word, God in the flame, every act of fire. Into the fire, but we don't burn. Faith gets louder when the world says turn. Flames get higher, but we stand firm. When God walks in, the fire won't burn. Faith in the fire, and the fire bows down. Whispers in the palace, plotting in the hall. Jealous mind watching for the moment I fall. They couldn't find a lie, couldn't find the flaw. So they wrote a law just to trap it in the law. 30 days praying to a king on the throne, but my knees still bend to the Lord alone. Windows open wide, faces iron sky. If faith is a crime, then tonight I die. They say bow to the empire, honor the crown. But truth doesn't tremble when pressure comes down. Throw me to the lions, let the darkness roar. Faith walks fearless through the predator's door. Claws in the shadow, teeth in the night, but the God of heaven still shuts their bite. Guards at the gate with stone to seal. Cold dark pit where the killers kneel. Growls in the night echo off the wall, but heaven is louder than a predator's call. Eyes in the dark, but they never attack. Angels in the den got the whole pack back. Breath steady, calm in the midnight air. Fear can't live when the Lord is there. Morning breaks and the king runs fast. Heart full of dread, thinking faith won't last. Daniel, suffered in the Lord. Did your God protect you from the lion's sword? Voice from the pit, calm in the light. Like God shut the mouth to survive the night. No wound, no scar, no fear in my chest. Faith turned a death trap into rest. Lions surround, faith in the ground. Kingdom sound, never back down. Heaven defend, angels descend. End of the den, God wins again. You. kneel. Dreaming my sleep, but the vision too loud. Stars bow down in the middle of a crowd. Moon and the sun in a circle around. Brothers look angry when the truth hits the ground. Coat on my back with the colors of faith. Favor from heaven, make the jealousy wake. Eyes in the field with a plan full of hate. Blood on the fabric, they seal on my face. Voices say, throw him, silence the dream. Truth makes enemies more than it saves. They thought the pit would bury the call, but destiny whispers even when you fall. You can bury the dreamer, but the dream survives. Chasing the darkness, but the vision's alive. Throw me in the shadows, push me below. God built a kingdom from the pit of the low. Dust in the pit with the sky far away. Echo of betrayal ringing through the clay. Hands of a stranger pull me out of the grave, but the road to Egypt is the road of a slave. Sold to the market with a price on my name. Fate in the silence, but the fire the same. God in the story, even when it looks strange. Pain in the chapter, but the anger in the change. Prison walls cold, but the spirit still breathes. Dreams in the night with a whisper beneath. Bigger in cup, ever shaking in fear. Visions unfolding when the meaning is clear. Years in the dark, but the moment arrives. Pharaoh got questions that no one survives. Dreamer steps forward with heaven inside. Godless, the prison is the ruler guide. Into the prison. Prison to throw. God in the pattern. Even unknown. Pain in the night. Purpose in sight. Destiny rising. Higher and fly. You can bury the dreamer, but the dream survives. Chasing the darkness, but the vision's alive. Throw me in the shadows, push me below. God builds a kingdom from the pit of the low. Dragged through the dust with a chain on my wrist. Sold by my blood, but I still coexist. Dreams still burning in the back of my mind. God in the pain, even when I'm confined. House full of power, temptation, and lies. Eyes on my future, but fire in my eyes. False accusation got my name in the dirt. Still I stay solid when the pressure hurts. Thrown in a cell, but the purpose stay lit. Men try to end me, but they only make great. Thought the prison would cancel the plan, but God writes power through the fall of a man. From the pit to the palace, from the chain to the crown, God turns the broken, and he lifts them up now. From the cell to the throne room. walls and the years moving slow. Dreams in the dark where the hidden things grow. Cupbearer listening, baker afraid. Heaven gave answers in the words that I gave. Forgotten for a season, buried in time. But purpose doesn't die when the clock doesn't shine. Then the king starts shaking from a dream in his bed. And nobody in Egypt got a word to be said. Brought from the prison, cleaned up for the throne. One breath away from the place I was shown. 7 years plenty in the famine ahead. Wisdom of heaven poured straight from my head. Ring on my head and authority rising. God made a ruler out. All I felt was dying. Second in command, but I never forgot. The pit was the furnace where the fate was fought. Pin to the chain, chain to the cell. Cell to the court, I came through hell. Dream never died, pain never lied. For the fall begun. From the pit to the palace. From the chain to the crown. God turns the broken, and he lifts them up now. From the cell to the throne room. From the dark to the light. What man meant for evil, God rewrote for the God rewrote for the right. Here we go. The pit was deep, but the promise was higher. Palace full of gold, but the silence is loud. Crown on the head, but the danger in the crowd. Shadow in the core with a plan full of hate. Haman writing death for the people of faith. Scrolls getting sealed with a royal decree. Whole nation marked for a tragedy. But Mordecai crying at the gate in the street, saying maybe you were chosen for a moment like this. Fear in the lungs, but the spirit awakes. Some doors of destiny open through risk. If I stay silent, the night will win. But courage speaks when the walls close in. For such a time as this, I rise, I stand. Faith in the fire and blood on the land. If I must fall, then let it be. But heaven wrote this destiny. 3 days fasting, no food, no breath. Walking through the shadow of possible death. One step forward through the palace floor, to the throne no one approaches before. Eyes of the king in the room go still. Life or death in the wave of his will. Golden scepter rising in the air. God moved the moment with a silent prayer. Banquet table with the enemy near. Truth in the room, but the tension there. Mask coming off when the truth is revealed. Plot of destruction fully unsealed. Table turn fast in the king's own hall. Haman but the gallows now he's the one to fall. Nation delivered, the decree reversed. Faith moved the kingdom when the courage burst. Rest for the crown, fast for the fight. Faith in the dark, light in the night. Step to the throne, stand for the call. God flips the script, enemies fall. For such a time as this, I rise, I stand. Faith in the fire and blood on the land. If I must fall, then let it be. But heaven wrote this destiny. Valley of battle, the army's in line. 40 days hearing the giant design. Still in his arm, a fear in the land. Philistine monster defying the plan. Shit like a wall and a spear like a tree. Voice like thunder screaming at me. Soldiers are frozen, nobody moves, but faith doesn't measure the size of the shoes. Young shepherd walking where warriors freeze. Courage and silence and sling in the breeze. You come with weapons, you come with pride, but I come standing with God on my side. Giants fall when faith stands tall. Stone in the sling, hear heaven call. And the ground will shake. The bigger they stand, the harder they break. King tries summer, but it don't feel right. Faith never needed a soldier's might. 5 smooth stones and a sling in my hand. Trust in the Lord is a real command. Walking forward while the giant laughs, but heaven already wrote the path. Every step steady, no fear in sight. God builds victory for the fight. Wind in the valley, spinning fast. Moment of silence before the clash. Don't cut the air like a lightning line. Straight to the head of the giant's pride. Ground starts shaking when the giant falls. Echo of victory through the wall. Sword of the enemy now in my grip. Faith turn the shepherd to legend real quick. Step to the field, face the threat. Faith in the breath, no regret. Started to sing. Aiming the sight. Got it to strike. End of the fight, end of the fight. Giants fall when faith stands tall. Stone in the sling, hear heaven call. And the ground will shake. The bigger they stand, the harder they remain. Giants rise, but faith it's harder. City locked down with the gates sealed tight. Walls so high they were built for a fight. Soldiers on top and the pressure real thick, but God don't need force, just the people that stick. March in silence, step in line. Around that wall at the appointed time. No random move, no panic rush. Think it be loud even when it's hushed. Trumpets ready but the mouth stay closed. Obedience sharp when the pathways froze. Round after round we move by command. Not by your power but by God's hand. Bring the walls down. Bring the walls down. Shout with faith. Let it shake the ground. Stone will crack. Will crack. Fear will drown. Will drown. When heaven speaks, the walls come down. Oh, yeah. 7 priests with the horns in the air. Army behind with the weight of prayer. One more lap and the tension grows. Faith keeps marching where logic says no. Enemy watching from over the wall, thinking these people gonna never break through it all. But divine strategy don't look normal. God wins battles in ways immortal. 7th day with the fire in the chest. 7 times around and we're near the test. Joshua speaks and the people ignite. Shout to the sky with prophetic might. Sound goes out and the ground responds. Walls cave in when the timing's on. Rush to the breach with the victory sound. God get the city when the shout went down. Marching line, step in pace. Faith in motion takes the place. Shout on cue, hit the ground. God said, moves come true. Walls come down. Bring the walls down. Bring the walls down. Shout with faith. Let it shake the ground. Stone will crack. Fear will crack. Fear will drown. Fear will drown. When heaven speaks, the walls come down. march in faith and watch resistance. Yeah, dust in the sky and the chariots behind. Pharaoh's army closing in from the line. People looking at the sea in despair. No road forward and destruction in the air. Voices rising full of panic and doubt. What bring us here just to wipe us out? But faith stands calm in the middle of the cry. When God moves power, the impossible complies. Staff in my hand and the wind in the night. God makes a path when there's nowhere to fight. Fear sees water, faith sees a way. Heaven moves power. When we obey, split the sea, make the way. God of power, move today. Walls of water, left and right. Walk through faith into the light. Why? Walk through water, walk through faith into the light. Wind starts rising with a thunder sound. Ocean pulling as the waters divide around. Walls of water standing high in the dark are carving freedom with a supernatural mark. Nation walking through the heart of the tide. Faith in every single step of the stride. Enemy chasing, thinking victory near, but heaven's timing makes the ending clear. Chariots rolling through the path in the sea, but the ground turns heavy where the pride tries to be. Wheels start breaking and the soldiers see. This is the power of the God who sets free. Moses lifts the staff one more time. Water collapses like a thunderous sign. Ocean closes with a roar so loud. God just buried the army in the cloud. Sea in the front, war in the rear, faith in the breath, no room for fear. Staff in the sky, wind in the night. God makes the path, walk through the fight. Split the sea, make the way. God of power, move the day. Walls of water, left and right. Walk through faith into the light. Why? Walls of water, walk through faith into the light. The sea obey, and freedom walk through light. Enemy camp like a sea in the night. Thousands of soldiers ready to fight. Israel looking at the size of the field. Fear in the chest like the battle of seal. But God said, listen, the army too big. Victory like that makes our pride too thick. Send them home, let the numbers decrease. Watch what faith and obedience release. 10,000 left, but the Lord said wait. Victory coming through a smaller gate. Not by numbers, not by might. God builds power in the smallest fight. 300 strong. Against the storm, faith is the weapon. Heaven's form. When God commands, the weak stand tall. One shout. marching clay. Trumpets ready for the singer to play. Enemies sleeping in the middle of the plain. God better flip the whole campaign. Middle of the night and the moment arrives. Torches ignite and the darkness divides. Jaws explode and the trumpets scream. Sound of heaven through the battlefield scene. Panic spreading through the enemy line. Midian warriors losing their minds. Swords turning in within the chaos wave. God fighting battles the faithful can't save. 300 standing with the victory cry. Not by strength but the most high. Impossible odds but the outcome clear. Faith multiplies when God draws near. 100 rise. Night attack. Kill the joy. Faith in the crack. Trumpets blow. Shadows fall. God fights the war. He wins it all. 300 strong against the storm. Faith is the weapon. Heaven's form. When God commands, the weak stand tall. One shout of faith and giants fall. Small army, massive victory. Fly! Born with a calling and a fire in the bones. Strength in the frame like a warforce throne. Spirit in motion when the lion attack. Bare hands silence when the jawbone crack. Enemies watching with a plan to deceive. Power in the head that they couldn't believe. Philistine rulers wanted Samson to fall. Set up the trap in Delilah's hall. Whispers and lies in the dead of the night. Trying to cut the source of the fire. Chains on my body, eyes in the dark. But the fire of God still leaves a mark. Break the chains, break the ground. God's last strike, bring the temple down. Strength returns, hear the sound. When heaven moves, walls hit the ground. Hair cut down and the vision goes black. Prisoner grunting with a weight on my back. Crowds in the temple laughing out loud. Mocking the warrior broken and bowed. But time moves quiet when destiny breathes. Power returning like a storm in the leaves. Hands on the pillars with a prayer in my chest. God give me strength for this final test. Temple shaking when the pressure begins. Your lungs cracking from the force within. Philistine rulers watching in fear. God just answers to the final prayer here. One last push to the structure case. Victory rising through the dust in the grave. Enemies buried in the stone and sound. Faith for the temple crashing down. Chains break loose. Rise, bells return. Now the skies. Pillars shake. Glory sound. God's last move. Temple down. Break the chains, break the ground. God's last strike, bring the temple down. Strength returns, hear the sound. When heaven moves, walls hit the ground. Walls hit the ground. One last prayer, one last stand. Heaven answer through my hands. Mountain of Carmel tension in the air, prophets of Baal screaming desperate prayers. Nation divided between truth and a lie. Elijah standing with the fire in his eye. One against others, but the faith never shakes. Truth don't tremble when deception breaks. Build the altar, set the sacrifice. God about to answer in a way precise. Voices shouting, but the heavens stay still. False gods silent when the truth is real. Cry all day, call his name, but idols fall when truth brings flame. Call the fire from the sky. Let the power test the lie. When God speaks, flames ignite, truth burns bright. In the fight. Morning pass and the prophets scream, cutting their skin in a desperate scene. Elijah watching with a fearless grin. Truth never panics when the odds are thin. Rebuild the altar stone by stone. Faith standing strong and alone. Water poured till the trenches fill. God about to show his will. Prayer goes up in the quiet air. No long speech, just a faithful prayer. Heaven opens in the blazing raw. Far from God is the ground and more. Altar burning, water gone. Stones and dust completely drawn. Nation falls with the cry out loud. The Lord is God before the crowd. Fire descend, truth defend. False gods end, kingdom ascend. Flame in the sky, fear in the light. Heaven replies, idols will die. Call the fire from the sky. Let the power test the lie. When God speaks, flames ignite, truth burns bright, bright. In the fight. The fire fell. And truth stood tall. Yeah, word came down, but I ran from the call. Bought me a ship, trying to dodge it all. Sea looked calm, but the sky turned black. You can run fast, but the truth runs back. Wind start howling and the whole deck shake. Sailors yelling like the ship gonna break. Panic on the surface, guilt down deep. Storm outside, but the war's in me. God said go, and I chose my way. Now the waves got a sermon to say. You can flee, you can hide, but the voice of God still splits the night. In the storm, I hear the call. No more running, no more fall. Waves may rise, sky may break, but God still speaks in the quake. Yeah, in the quake. Yeah! I hit the deep, but mercy went deeper. Streets getting louder, truth is the system, draws a crowd, change for the message, stripes on the skin, they tried to silence the fire within, drag through the court with the sentence declared, beaten and thrown where the prisoners stare, cold stone floor and the iron bites, but they still breathing through the night, pain in the body but the spirit. Weight of the chain, but heaven still listens through the pain. Sing in the chains, sing through the night. God shakes the prison with holy might. Walls will crack, doors swing wide when faith refuses. Midnight hour when the silence grows, two voices rising where the suffering flows. Songs in the dark where the broken stay, but praise makes heaven move its way. Prisoners listening through the halls, faith echoing through the walls. Not just music in the air, power moving through a prayer. Ground starts shaking beneath the stone, earthquake thunder from the throne. Chains fall loose and the doors burst wide, freedom standing on the inside. Jailer drumming thinking all have fled, sword in his hand ready to drop dead. Paul cries out through the dust and flame, we're still calling Jesus' name. Chains on the wrist, faith in the lungs, night in the cell, song still sung. Earthquake hit, iron broke, God moved fast, prison woke. Earthquake hit, iron broke, God moved fast, prison woke. Sing in the chains, sing through the night. God shakes the prison with holy might. Walls will crack, doors swing wide when faith refuses to run and hide. Chains fell, but the faith was never bound. Yeah, everything hit in a single wave. Storm took the house and it filled the grave. Livestock gone and the servants dead. Ash in my hands and dust on my head. World fell down but I didn't curse. Pain got deep but the faith got worse. No faith got sharper when the ground got thin. When the flesh gets stripped you see what's within. Lost I'm lost in the silence loud. Still I won't bow to the bitter cloud. When all is gone and the night expands, truth is revealed by who still stands. I still stand in the ashen flame. I still stand calling out his name. Body may break, world may collapse, but faith holds firm when every right here. Not every talk gets a fast reply. Some faith gets pushed with the answers high. I don't need comfort built out of lies. I need a faith that survives when it dies. Standing in pain with my heart in the storm. Broken but faithful, battered but warm. Ash on the floor, pain in the chest. Lost all around, still I blessed. Hit after hit, yet I remain. Faith in the fire, strength through pain. I still stand in the ashen flame. I still stand calling on his name. Body may break, world may collapse, but faith holds firm when everything cracks. The storm took my trust, but it did not take my The storm took much, but it did not take my faith. Hey, hey, but it did not take my faith. Hey. Hold it steady.